In this video, I'm going to dramatize or role play a scenario in that an instructor is confronting a student that they think used an advanced AI like ChatGPT to complete an essay. So think about this from the different perspectives as far as the instructor's perspective as well as from the student's perspective, and see how some of this could be avoided, and then we'll talk about it. So here it goes. Thank you for coming into my office. Do you have any idea why I brought you in here? Well, we just turned in our essays, so I'm thinking it has something to do about that. Well, yes, the assignment, the essay that you turned in is really good. A little too good. I think that you used ChatGPT AI for this, so I'm going to have to turn you in for plagiarism. What do you think about that? Well, I'm really offended. The policy, the student code of conduct doesn't say anything about not being able to use AI, artificial intelligence. It doesn't say anything about that. And plus, the policy specifically says that plagiarism is when you use another person's work without giving them credit. AI isn't another person. Plus, I'm the one that did all the work. I did use ChatGPT as a tool, because that's exactly what it is, a tool. Just like Microsoft Word, just like Grammarly, I used it as a tool. I put in my prompt, and then I made it do the essay, and then I worked with it. I gave it different prompts. I had different changes that I made to it. So I did all the work until it was the proper result, the proper essay for this assignment that you gave us. And then I took my essay and I compared it to the rubric that you provided for us until it was the right level, and then I turned it in. I didn't do anything wrong. That wasn't plagiarism at all, because I'm the one that did the work. This thing didn't exist. My essay didn't exist before I went through, used the tools, and created it. So if you didn't want us to use ChatGPT or any other AI, then you should have specifically said something in class when you gave us this assignment. And the policy that we all are supposed to follow as students, the policy should then spell it out specifically, because otherwise you're just wanting us to guess. So I'm very offended about this. Nobody wants to have this type of conversation or situation in their class, dealing with a student that might be plagiarizing, might be cheating. So I really want us in academia to think about this little role play, this little scenario that I just did, in order for us to really think about these different gray areas. The student had a point with a lot of what they were saying. Policies need to be very crystal clear so that students know what is an ethical violation, what isn't an ethical violation. Instructors need to be very clear on what they are wanting their students to do, what they are allowing their students to do. Again, ChatGPT, AI, advanced AI is going to be integrated more and more with all tools that we currently use, like Grammarly, like Microsoft Word, like many other products. So it's just going to become more and more intense, more and more integrated. And the other big part about this is that students need to know how to use these tools. This is part of AI literacy. Students will be asked to use AI when they graduate and work in industry and business. Again, everything is going to be using more AI. So this is a tool that they need to develop. But the instructor should be the one deciding when is it appropriate, when isn't. But in order for us to avoid these type of ethical situations or these conversations, we need to be upfront and ahead of it as far as having proper policy with things being clear and spelled out for the student as well as for the instructor, and for the instructor to be very clear upfront with their students in the syllabus, in policy, saying what can be used, when it can be used, and what's appropriate. And remember, learning is for life.